Episode 17 with Tim Tlsty of Blessed Are The Merciless.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
No, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
This is our first time meeting. If you can't tell, we're kind of awkward. It's like a first date. All I have to do is buy him beer and he's happy.
Okay. Doesn't take much.
And we had a bass in there. You didn't really play too much. You didn't show off. I'm kind of
Don't
sad.
have an amp, so
Oh, you're one of those guys.
it just sounds like buzz.
Do you have an amp?
It's at Molly's house, where we practice.
Oh.
My bad.
I got to play an acoustic drum set for the first time ever. Like, literally in my life. Okay, so at Guitar Center, my friend Jeff, he's a drummer, obviously. I've only played electronic drum sets, and any time I'm in Guitar Center, I get so paranoid that everybody's watching me that I won't touch the acoustic sets. I'm so scared to do it. And for the longest time, I wouldn't even play in front of Jeff. Are you the same way in Guitar Center with bass?
I'm
No.
the same way in Guitar Center with everything.
Just go in there and wreck it?
No, I just go in there and look.
You don't mess around?
I mean, if I want to get the feel for something, I'll pick it up. I'll kind of, play a scale or two.
Right.
Get the feel for it.
No
But
Stairway to Heaven? Granted, you
I can work on the tone on my own time.
Gotcha, that's fair.
Or upgrade the tone if I wanted to.
What kind of bass you got now?
I've got several. My latest bass is an Ibanez. Forget the model number. It's from the early 90s. 5-string bass. What's really cool about it is it has an inline headstock. So, an Ibanez doesn't do that anymore.
So you kind of got a collector's item, essentially.
Cheap collector's item, if you will. But I like it.
Yeah.
It'll be my beater bass. Then I just got a Schecter Hellraiser Extreme 5. Neck through design, active pickups.
See, I wish I knew what you're talking about. It all sounds so cool. But I mean, if I seen a picture and heard it, I'm sure I'd enjoy it more. That'd be like me saying, like me drum talking to you. Granted, I'm sure you could probably pick up drum talk. Did you do music in high school?
Yes. I played clarinet no. I started in 6th grade, played clarinet all the way till, was it 2011 through 2012, Iowa Western.
Oh,
I was
IDub.
in the IDub. I was in the marching band. Got paid for that. That was cool. So,
You got paid? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I can remember Jeff getting paid. Because he played tenors. I think he played tenors at Iowa Western.
Tenors?
Tenors? The ones with the...
Okay, okay, drum talk.
Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, my bad.
What the fuck's tenor?
My bad.
Tenor sax?
That's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
I think that's what they're called, if I can remember. Because there's just snare, and then there's the one with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drums. You know, you play 2 sticks, and you go... And you cross your hands all the time, and you look fancy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he played.
Okay.
How much did they pay you?
I think it was $750 for marching band.
Per semester?
No, per semester. $750 for marching band and like $250 for pep band.
Okay.
Like, basketball games.
I wonder how that works with taxes.
No, it's not taxed. Well, I don't even know if you have. No,
You owe
I'd have to
taxes.
Damn it!
I just ratted you out.
Shh. No.
You're in big trouble.
Do you have to pay for the class? Sorry to interrupt. If they pay you, do you have to pay for the...
Pay for like marching band?
Yeah.
No.
So how do you...
I guess they needed people to do it. So
How do you apply
so.
for marching band?
They're simple tryout, if I remember correctly. They send you a piece of music it's Iowa Western. It's a community college, so it's not hard. It's not Berkeley, so nothing over the top or technical. They just want to make sure if you know what you're doing,
Right.
rather than picking up an instrument and going and trying out.
When's the first time you think you picked up an instrument or that you actually, I guess, had to try? So, like, for example, I can remember it was 3rd grade. They made me try out clarinet. They made me try out a recorder, which that's like everybody's instrument. I remember trying out recorder, and then they made me try out something similar like a clarinet, and I didn't pick it up. I was no good. I can remember going into the thing, and it's so bad. So bad.
That's how a lot of us started out, though, with those with wind instruments.
Yeah.
First time, I don't remember. I mean, kazoo, don't remember, is probably forever ago, like 3rd, 2nd grade.
You think there's professional kazoo players out
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Yeah? I want to meet them. And I want to know how much they get paid.
It probably takes tons of skill, too.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it's such a rare instrument that not a lot of people know about and not a lot of people learn.
Mm-hmm.
They might get paid a lot. Whereas, like, piano. Well, I guess piano pianists would probably get paid a little bit more. He's like pianist.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's something I should look into.
And when did you start with bass?
Bass. Ooh, well,
Bass.
I actually started with guitar
Really?
around high school. About 2011, I picked up bass maybe 3 years later. About 2013, yeah.
And when did you make the transition, and why did you make the transition?
To bass?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the time, I mean, the band I was trying to join was looking for a bass player, so wanted to be in a band, took the opportunity, yeah.
It's fair.
So,
And have you always been into heavy music, or did you pick up on stuff like... So for me, I've always been into heavy music, I think, since like 2010, 2009, 2010, something like that. But now, anytime I try to play drums, I always resort to old stuff, like Offspring. I love playing Offspring. I love playing System of a Down. Like, where did you get your start?
like, when did I start liking heavy music? Or-
Yeah.
Well, I'd say around 2006-ish. I kind of got into
Winds of Plague.
no,
Dang it.
no.
Thought I was going to
I
guess.
got into the bands that everybody likes, Disturbed, Avenged Sevenfold.
Right. Favorite Avenged Sevenfold song? Actually, let's go song and then album and see if we can match on this.
Probably City of Evil.
City of Evil is a great album.
And my song City of Evil. Or
Oh.
no,
Beast and the Harlot?
Beast in the Heart. There you go. And
So cute.
that was a phenomenal album, but the album that got me into heavy music was Waking the Fallen.
Yes.
That
And
was-
Unholy Confessions, such a jam. It's one of those songs that's so timeless. Like, I could listen to that song now. Granted, the recording, not really up to par. Not really up to par, but I think that band as a whole, it was kind of a, not generation changer, but I think it got a lot of people into heavy stuff to begin with. That's exactly where I got started.
the first place I heard, I can't remember the song off of Waking the Fallen. It might have been Unholy Confessions, but it was on a Need for Speed game.
Oh, really?
It was that and a Bullet for My Valentine, Hand of Blood. That
Nice.
song. I was like, whoa, this shit's cool.
I heard the song Tears Don't Fall the other day, and I kind of like, that's kind of like, man, I hate Bullet for My Valentine because it's kind of cringy to like him
Oh,
now.
yeah, you're 10 years older than you.
Yeah, it's like,
God, I
oh,
know.
this song sucks. But the inner me is like, my tears don't fall, but they crash around me. You kind of just have to sing along to it.
Yeah,
I had that.
totally understand.
I had that feeling with who was it? Taking Back Sunday. God damn it! What's that song?
I wouldn't know about it.
Fuck! This is gonna drive me nuts. Ah, fuck. Fuck it. Never mind. Anyhow, I was at Pizza Hut. My friend was playing something similar to that, and it reminded me of that song. So then I got on this kick of like Taking Back Sunday, which I never appreciated when I was growing up. But now that I look back on it, it's such good music. And I wish I would have got into it way sooner.
It's kind of my thing with Korn, too.
With Korn?
Yeah. I just kind of went through about a year ago, I kind of went through a new metal phase. I was like, what the hell have I been doing with my life?
Right.
Why have I not listened to this? Like, I used to kind of shun it back in high school. Like, oh, I'm better than this.
Yeah.
But then I listen to it now, I'm like, this actually kind of slaps.
It's kind of like everybody else likes it, so I'm going to stay away from it.
Yeah,
Almost.
exactly.
Yeah, like Avenged Sevenfold, if somebody says, oh yeah, I like Avenged Sevenfold now, I'm like, you don't even know the good stuff.
Right.
Bro. Like, the 2005 through 2011, I'd probably stop it at the self-titled album.
Exactly. I think that was their last decent album.
Yeah. And then the second they put out a country song, I was like, this is not Avenged
On
Sevenfold
the
anymore.
self-titled?
Yeah, they put out Dear God is the song name. They put out a country song, and I'm like, I cannot stand it. I can't take it.
I'd argue that it's better than what they're playing now.
You might be right about that.
Just
it's
kinda-
such dad rock.
Yeah, it's dad rock. It's butt rock.
But
It's so radio friendly. I mean,
oh my god, I had to listen to the radio the other day because with Amazon, you get these vans, but you don't always get the same van every single day. So like one day I'll have van number 1, van number 11. Well, the other day I got van number 5, and for some reason my phone wasn't connecting to the Bluetooth. So it was either go in silence or listen to radio. I should have went in silence. I heard Lizzo. I heard a song by Lizzo like 20 times in a 10-hour shift. Because radio, they hardly ever introduce anything. Like they could have played Charlie Puth. I love Charlie Puth. They could have played anything. Fucking Lizzo.
What kind of what station was it?
Oh, you could change it between 94.1, 98.5, 106.9, and they'll all play the same shit. So when a radio station says something like #1 hits or like new modern music, it's like everybody else is playing the same fucking thing. You're not any different from any other radio station. And then 89.7 is just playing
Imagine Dragons. It's either that or Five Finger Death Punch.
Boom!
Okay, I'll admit their first album was
Yep,
alright.
The
I
Bleeding?
like their first album.
The Bleeding?
Not The Bleeding. Was it? No, was it the first album?
Well, I mean that's one of the songs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first. It's that off that album. And okay, I liked it, and then I kind of realized
How bad it was.
it wasn't bad. It was just not my cup of tea. I tried liking it.
But when did you get introduced to it? How young?
Friggin' maybe like sophomore year.
Yeah, so you're probably 15,
school.
16.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when my brother and I, we got introduced to Five Finger Death Punch, and we learned that song, or I guess we heard of it, and then we obviously liked it because it was heavy at the time, right? But now my mom likes it, and we're like, we're out. It's so bad. If our mom likes it,
Mom,
done.
no.
My mom's got such bad music taste, comparatively, between my brother and I. It's like, it's hard to sit in a car with her. It is bad. It's just like Five Finger Death Punch. She's got a tattoo of Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh no.
It's almost as bad if we were to get like the, like for Avenged Sevenfold, you know how they got
Death Bat or the
Yeah.
Soul Bat?
If we got those, we'd be shunned for the rest of our lives.
Get that sucker covered up fast. Ugh.
Not gonna lie, I thought about it for a little bit when I was growing up, but obviously I didn't get it. I still don't have any tattoos. I just can't commit.
Yeah, fair enough.
You got any band-related tattoos or music?
I only have one tattoo. It's a Lord of the Rings tattoo. It's the script on the One Ring. You know, one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them.
That is pretty.
One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness find them.
That's pretty fucking dope.
I want to get more, but I
What
guess
do
I've never got around to it.
What are you thinking of?
Oh, I want to get the Eye of Sauron on the other side
Deanna approves.
to kind of seal the deal.
Okay. Never seen the movie, but I'm just gonna agree with you here.
B movie?
Trust her.
Or how
She-
many-
There's only one.
She knows what she's
Shut
talking
your
about.
mouth.
there's only one movie in my humble opinion.
One?
How many are there? Like 5?
Well, there's the original trilogy. You know, the Lord of the Rings,
VHS still.
and then there's the movie adaptation of The Hobbit, which is 3 different movies.
So technically
Do that again.
Yeah, 6. So technically 6.
Okay. What did you do? Put
Did
up
you do the
3.
same thing?
Oh, you did it different.
It depends.
It's like in the movie Inglourious Bastards, where he's like, "Give me 3
I
shots,"
think this is appropriate sign language wise. 3. You
but then you're doing that white power
Oh,
symbol.
boy.
I think that's just made up bullshit.
It is
Yes.
bullshit.
Don't buy into that media narrative.
Yeah.
People are getting fired over making that hand gesture.
It literally means like that's been okay for how many decades?
Right.
Like
Well,
But then all of a sudden, when you do this in the background of a picture,
you said it.
the problem is the media buying into the hype and ultimately giving power to the people who are actually using that as a hate symbol. You know?
it's so stupid, so dumb. Somebody should make that as a like background or their script for their band. Just like actually, what did 303 do?
It was
It wasn't like
similar to
Yeah.
that, actually.
Wasn't it like
Oh, yeah.
that?
I just
Oh,
wanted-
no, you're right. Yeah.
It's one of those.
Well, that's pathetic that I even know that.
Yeah, shut up. You don't like pop
It's okay.
music.
I was a little
It's like
toxic
scene
about
pop.
it.
Bro, 303 used to be a bop, but now it's just. Do they even play music anymore?
I don't know. It's,
Their names are
Forever
probably
ago.
Kyle and Steven or some shit like that. Okay, Deanna's gonna research and find out what their names are. They probably got some basic ass names.
if one's Kyle, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Sean.
Sean?
Nathaniel,
Sean with EAN or HAWN?
EAN.
Ugh.
And Nathaniel
Scene?
not. That's only who they list.
And who?
And Nathan.
Nathaniel Mott.
Sean spelled the wrong way.
Is there really only 2 people this whole time? That's only the people they list.
That's fair. I mean, it's kind of like I set my friends on fire. You only knew
It looks
2.
like a fucking dweeb.
You only knew the vocalist. Well, I guess they played instruments, didn't they?
First concert I went to was Attack Attack, and I set my friends on fire.
Dope concert.
It was interesting.
That's Sean.
Yo, yikes.
Looks like Zac Efron.
But weird. A puckered mouth, I guess.
Yikes. Okay, so tell us about this first show. Where was it at?
It's Sokol Underground.
Sokol.
It's crowded.
It's probably 2009, 2010, somewhere around there.
Yeah, roughly.
I set my friends on fire was
2009, yeah.
popping.
Sorry, I did it again.
Stop doing this symbol. No.
One of those bands I look back at now and I go, ugh. It's kind of cringy, bro.
Oh my god. Attila's that now. Attila, when they first came out, fucking dope. When they came out with Soda in the Water Cup, everybody knew that song, and now it's just so bad. Although the song Pizza is pretty dope. It's relatable.
Attila. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
What's a band that you used to like besides Bullet for My Valentine and besides Creed and besides...
That I can't stand?
Yeah.
Besides Creed, shut up.
No, I know you like Creed, shut up.
I mean, I could say Disturbed.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's better than most of the efforts I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So one of the first concerts I ever went to was this place called Uproar Festival. It was out at West Fair, and Disturbed was headlining over Avenged Sevenfold at that time. I can tell you, after Avenged Sevenfold played, literally like a third of the crowd left, including I, because Disturbed is so cringy and so bad. We all laughed.
It's just repetitive. I mean, all the songwriting is just
same
so
with
repetitive, and it's all structured the same.
Same with like Dragon Force. You ever heard any other song besides Through the Fire and the Flames?
I listened to the album that song was on for maybe a week.
Oh, okay. So you're not attached to it?
Yeah, I'm not attached to it.
Okay, I didn't pull any heartstrings there. You're like, oh.
That was a cool song for like a year, maybe.
Yeah. I think on Guitar Hero, I probably played that song. Nope. I've probably played the song My Name is Jonas more than Through the Fire and the Flames, because with My Name is Jonas, you can just tap the whole beginning. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You didn't play Guitar Hero?
Nope. No Guitar Hero. I played real games like Halo. The OG Halo, remember that? What?
Turned off? Huh?
Did you turn the volume down? You just got a notification.
Oh, I would assume. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I thought you were really upset that I said I didn't play Guitar Hero.
I mean,
I-
moderately upset.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty fucking pissed. Like, I'm mad that I bought you beer.
No.
I want this back.
All right, here you go.
Thank you. No, I don't want to. I don't want to drink yours. Stop. I'm not a mean guy. You actually never played Guitar Hero?
I mean, I've played it, but I've never owned it. I don't know, just not my
Tim.
thing.
Tim. Okay, you do seem like a Halo type of guy. So, like, growing up, I never really got into those, I guess, fantasy or, like, what do you call those, shooter games? Besides Call of Duty. Call of Duty was fucking dope.
Of course, Call of Duty's like a staple.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a Battlefield guy, so.
I did have Battlefield once, and I can't even remember which one it was. I tried playing it for a while, just never really got into it. Although I made a post the other day how I just want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and drink a shit ton of beer. Do you still have that?
No.
And I want to play it on this screen right there.
They're okay. Back the old Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Am I correct here? So, back in high school, you had the Halo kids and the Call of Duty kids. I was part of the Halo club.
Okay.
So, we kind of made fun of the Modern
We
Warfare
play,
kids.
for real.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
I don't
Maybe's
know.
always... has there
I
ever
have
been...
a karaoke obligation to
Okay.
stick to after this.
Has there ever been a time where maybe is like, yeah, actually I'll think
I
about
don't
it.
think so. I think it's always
Maybe's
like a no.
always like, I don't want to tell you no at the time, and then just like, no.
At a different time, definitely.
Yeah. Got that
Yeah,
for
we have it on PlayStation, so.
dope. That's what I grew up on, is PlayStation. I tried playing Xbox there for a while. Actually, I've been gifted multiple Xboxes.
Really?
Been gifted gifted a 360 and then an Xbox One, and I'd play them for like 2 weeks and then.
Just lose interest.
Well, PS3. I wish I wasn't as busy as I am. Like, I have 2 jobs and I'm hardly home. I always say I'm a homeless guy living in my apartment. I always say I'm homeless living in my apartment because I'm hardly there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just there to sleep, there to shower, and there to pet my cat. That's all I do. And then play my drums occasionally. And then I'll drink a couple beers. And then watch YouTube in my bed, sadly.
It's not sad.
But other than that...
It's not sad.
Okay,
Hey,
who's like your number 1 subscription on YouTube right now?
I've been watching a lot of digital... Oh,
Porn?
yes.
Digital porn?
Digging in with Tyler.
Yep. Me. You know what drives me nuts? Sorry to get off topic. I've got 59 subscribers and I got 1,200 friends. Not real friends.
It's the way with that's the way with Facebook and likes, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't have real friends that like my stuff. How old are
I've got 700 friends and only 200 like my band, you know?
Yikes.
Well, I mean, I guess it's expected.
Maybe we should talk about your band.
Oh, what band?
Yeah,
Blessed?
Yeah, let's talk about the origin of that band. Were you an OG member?
No. I was, I joined about 3, maybe 2.5 years ago. Obviously, Chris left the band and I saw an opening.
Was this the band that you transitioned from guitar to bass to?
No.
Oh.
Nope, joined as a bassist.
Okay. Joined as a bassist.
Mm-hmm.
And was this your first ever
Or I
band?
mean, I'm sorry. You're on another subject here. No, that band was a long time ago.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, joined as a bassist. Awesome. Loving it.
You get to play chunky shit.
Oh, yeah.
See, I never really used to appreciate bass. And a firm example of that was when the Rev died out of Avenged Sevenfold.
Mm-hmm.
My first reaction after I heard it was, why couldn't Johnny Christ die? I used to hate bassists so much, but not until I got into like heavy stuff.
Why did you hate bassists?
I don't know. I just felt like they're a useless instrument, and then I grew up, and then I finally understood like how much bass. Cat, I don't need your opinion right now. I found out how important bass truly is to those songs because if you're just play guitar, boring. But if you got something chunky under it,
Oh, yeah. Guitar's cool and all, but the bass can make or break the band,
yeah.
depending on the tone you go with.
Now here's a silly question: when you play bass, do you try to match the kicks of the drummer, or do you kind of just play your own thing?
I try and match the guitars about
Nice.
75% of the time.
Because there's some bassists that I hear who like match kick for kick, and that would be strenuous. I almost feel like you wouldn't have any creativity doing that. Does that make sense?
Right. That's kind of cliche, working with the drummer all the time, you know. Being considered a rhythmic instrument, you know. I like thinking of a bass as an instrument that can do everything.
So why did you go with a 5-string compared to, I guess, a 4-string or a 6-string or even a 7-string?
No, I do have a 6-string at home. I just don't use it as much as my 5s.
Gotcha.
4s, I could put heavier strings on, but the last time I did that, I think I might have messed the neck up on my 4-string. So 5, you get the heavy strings. And then you don't have to sacrifice your high end to get that low end.
Right.
6-string bass, unlike guitar, when you're adding that 6-string, you're actually adding a high C, I believe, rather than a lower string.
I see, like the drink. That's gonna sound so good in the mics.
Yes. You're welcome. So yeah, I have a 6-string at home, but I don't really use it as often as I do.
So it's not
my
as
5.
practical?
Yeah, I mean...
With what you write?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's fair. See, I wish I knew more about bass. Like, if I was to pick up another instrument, I'd probably I'd probably play bass. I like touching your bass. It's pretty sick. It's a pretty nice bass.
Thank you.
And I just wish I could thump, you know?
Me too. Honestly, I don't really thump or slap.
Do you play with your fingers or you play with the pick?
I've been playing with my fingers most of my bass playing time, but with this new stuff that Blessed has been doing, I've been playing with my pick.
Gotcha.
And, it just gives the note more attack or crunch, if you will.
Okay. I was gonna ask what the upside to picking versus what do you call it, playing with your fingers?
So yeah, when you pick, you get more pick attack when you hit the string, and it's just more crisp. But while his fingers, I say, it sounds a little bit more smooth.
Gotcha. Probably more practical with like jazz.
Oh yeah.
Jazz. Listen, if you can play jazz drums, jazz bass, or anything jazz, you're just a good musician. You have to be good to play that type of music.
That's my brother.
Yeah?
Yeah, my brother's he's a music major at UNO. I think he's studying music education.
Okay.
And he's a huge jazz nerd. Like, you wouldn't believe it.
See, like, down in Omaha, they used to have, what is it called? Taste of Omaha.
Right.
And Jeff and I, we lived in Council Bluffs, but we'd walk across the walk bridge there, and we would just listen to the live concerts, and we always found ourselves at, like, jazz concerts. And not to be stereotypical or racist, but, like, all black musicians, fucking fire. When it comes to, like, playing bass, playing drums, they're just so tight. So tight.
It's like that South Park joke. You're black, you play bass. You have a bass guitar in your basement. No, I don't. Hey, how did you know I have a bass guitar in my attic for a basement?
It's so true, though.
It is true.
You know what would be very hard to find, though? Find a black left-handed drummer.
Wouldn't know.
I think it'd be hard to find. You'll have to put out, like, a Craigslist ad to find one. Even if that would find him. I don't know if you would have any success, but it would be a spectacle, that's for sure. But
what about a left-handed drummer, period?
We just watched one. Vela Maya, Sam Applebaum. He's a lefty.
Really?
Uh-huh. And then Sworn-In drummer. He plays open-handed, so I guess technically everything's pretty symmetrical. So he has, like, hi-hats, rack toms, floor toms. I think he might have, like, a splash in the middle and then two chinas. So he plays everything open-handed and symmetrical. Ergonomic as fuck.
Oh, I bet.
That would be so weird, though, like hitting china with my left hand. Ooh. Because the only way I've ever known is, like, my setup has always been, like, hi-hat, crash, china, snare, rack, floor. But if I was to put, like, a little splash in between the hi-hat and crash... Ugh.
Just throw off your whole mojo.
Yeah, it'd feel weird. You'd have to, like... Then you'd have to practice incorporating it, which would be odd. So you're just, like, sitting there and hitting your little splash. I wouldn't know whether to play it left-handed or right-handed. I don't like thinking about that.
No, it's a lot like playing guitar or bass. Every instrument has it's different. Well, a lot of the same specs. Like one guitar could have a 25.5-inch scale length on the neck, and another one could have a 27.5. So your fingers have to adjust for that extra space on the 27.5.
I think Ethan Weigman has had the biggest bass I've ever seen.
The multi-scale?
Oh my god, as far as how long it is just in general.
Are you talking about the Bryce bass?
I don't know, it's just brown. I know it's brown.
Multi-scale, fan frets?
Oh yeah, sure, I'll just go with that.
Just go with that. I'm pretty sure are you talking about the 6-string? You played in Iron Sights?
Yeah, yeah, he did. He plays with who does he play? He plays with Death Wish now. But he did play with Iron Sights, yes.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm a music nerd. I pay attention to what people play.
That's alright, because if I was to go with drumming, I'd be like, oh yeah, the guy who's playing K Customs or the guy who's playing Minels. And see, you'd probably be on the same track. You'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about? And she'd be like, what mics is he recording with?
Are they Sures? Mm-hmm.
Are they Sures?
It's the only mic brand I know, I'm sorry.
It's the most popular one.
What are these? Electro Voice?
RE20 Electro Voice, yeah.
Yeah, I know, Deanna. I just read it. Electro Voice RE20s. Hey, you know what's really funny about my GPS? I know this is way off topic. The GPS for Amazon. So anytime it'll be like, let's just say like Iowa US 6. It'll say, and now head on to IA US 6, or it'll be like nay for Nebraska. It'll say nay US 70. She's like, what are you talking about? IA. That's what it says. It'll be like IA US 6. Nay 370. And I'm just like, stop. This is cringeworthy. Like, who programmed you?
Like one of the most technologically advanced societies, and we can't get our abbreviations.
And the fact that
right.
Amazon is the one programming the damn GPS.
Yeah.
It's just like, nay 370.
Multi-billion-dollar corporation can't get that right.
There's a kid who walked out today. He's all pissed off because basically a couple people got fired from our job because they're lazy as shit. Like you have to hustle and you have to get your routes done at Amazon.
No, I bet.
Like, I don't know, I work my ass off. If you're not sweating, you're not doing good. Let's just say that, right?
Right.
There was this guy who admitted today, he's like, yeah, I didn't get my route done yesterday because I was like, walking, do we have to run? It's like, it's peak season. Like right now is when people need their packages. You should be running. And if you aren't running, somebody has to come help you. And how would that make you feel if you had to go help somebody who was just doing like a half-ass job? Granted, I didn't get to say that. But he's like, oh yeah, yesterday I was just walking all my routes and like I didn't get done and somebody tried to write me up for it. And he told that to the boss.
Ouch.
And the boss kind of just like ignored his question because he's like, well, why am I getting written up for this? And the boss kind of just like was like, okay, we're not going to deal with it in front of 30, 35 people. And the guy's like, oh, so you're not going to answer my question? And then he took off his vest and walked out. Yeah. Like, if you're not working your ass off, leave. Just get out.
I mean, it's pretty sad that you even have to ask that question, you know? Do I have to run?
Right. And the boss goes, lightly jog. You don't have to run, just lightly jog. There's a guy there who has a bad ankle, and he is getting his rounds done. Like, he is hobbling. And I feel very bad for him. He's hobbling and getting his rounds done. I've had to start wearing a knee brace because I hurt my knee, it was like 2 weeks ago, right before the podcast with Steven. I was like stiff-legged as fuck.
Wow.
But I still get my shit done.
Power through it.
Yeah, it drives me nuts.
More power to you. We have guys at work, they'll get injured, or rather, we have a guy that pulled something in his arm and screwed his shoulder up. They put him on light duty. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't really have to do a lot of lifting or strenuous work.
This is my forte. Let's talk insurance.
Paid all. Yeah, he's getting paid workers' comp for a new shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a new tooth. So I lost my tooth at work. Yeah.
What'd you do?
Hit myself with a pry bar. Yeah, it was a mess.
Okay, how did you do that?
It was a rush job. Yeah, we had to go in and tear a bunch of... long story short, we had to go in an air handler unit, tear out some dampers before the end of the day. Power tools weren't working, so I took my crowbar and I was prying and the thing slipped. And
Yikes. Yeah. I assume you remodel houses or apartments or something?
I'm a union sheet metal worker, so we're doing I install ductwork is mostly what I do. And this was at a very large data center of a very, very large multi-million, probably billion-dollar corporation that I cannot name.
Amazon.
No.
Oh. No big deal. I mean,
we signed a non-disclosure agreement that we wouldn't use the name. And I'm on a podcast, so I probably can't.
Could you imagine if you got fired? You're just like, you say the name, and they're like, oh, we listen to the podcast. We're going to have to get rid of you. And you're like, you listen to Digging In with Tyler? Oh, my God.
Well, they control the internet, so I wouldn't be surprised.
He's only got 59 subscribers, near one of them? It'd be so funny. I wonder, like, who the most obscure person who follows my podcast is. Like, there's probably some guy from, like, Norway who's like, I can't wait to meet him. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're watching, speak up now.
Guy from Norway.
And Tyler will give you a shout out.
Yeah, I would love to meet you.
Get you on the show.
Going back, what was that? What is like what is like your guilty pleasure on YouTube to watch?
Guilty pleasure on
And
YouTube.
I'll tell you a story about this.
Which one? Wait, well, tell me the story first.
Okay. So this girl on Bumble, she asks me, what is something that you like to watch that your friends, that you would be ashamed to show your friends? This is so silly. Okay. So I have 2 delivery jobs. I work for Pizza Hut and I work for Amazon. My favorite thing to watch.
Oh my god.
On the internet
Oh my
is...
god.
Are you going to guess?
Yes.
What?
Traffic cam videos.
You're so close.
No. That's
Car crash compilation.
That too. Traffic cam videos. That's where you see all the car crashes. That's mine. That's my guilty pleasure.
You like watching them too?
It's just... You just try and guess, you know? What's this car going to do? Is he going to hit him? Is he going to swerve? Oh my god.
A unanimous. That's like that, what is it, Key and Peele? The pizza one where he's like, and let's get a vote from the room. Let's get a vote from the room. And he's like, yes, a resounding yes from the room.
Anywho, keep going about your story.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of interrupted it with my assumption.
Thank you. So this girl is like, what's the most, what kind of videos do you watch that your friends would be ashamed of or some shit like that? And it's like car crash compilation videos. I said, I know it's kind of a weird one. She replies with LOL. And then doesn't respond after. Just LOL, done. So I must have,
How shallow.
I know. Fucking idiot. She must not have understood.
No.
Car crash compilations. I don't really watch... I used to watch games, or I guess gamers like Vanoss.
How old are you?
How old are you? I'm going to guess first. You said you're in the union. You don't have a ring on, but you said you're...
I'm married. Wait, ring?
Yeah, ring. Where's your ring? Wait, you guys went to school together?
Wait, what?
One above me, 27.
I'm 26. How old are you?
26.
Alright, so you never watched video game
Well, I mean,
gamers on YouTube. That's something, I guess that's what younger kids do, whatever.
I still do. I watch Vanoss and Nogla. Like, do you know who Vanoss is?
Don't know any
He's
of
a
them.
Canadian Asian dude.
The only streamer I've heard of is Ninja.
I've never watched him. Well,
It's prideful. Yeah. Never
I'm
watched
too
him.
good for Ninja. How about
Anywho.
this? Go ahead, sorry.
What?
What?
I said anywho.
Oh, yeah. One of the, I'm big into vloggers. Like, I don't know why, but like these skateboarding vloggers like Chris Chan and Sean Rodriguez. And then this guy named, they nicknamed him Juber. I don't even know his real name. His name's Ty. That's what it is. Not Ty and Leslie, though. That's what I'm into. I just like watching vlogs and podcasts.
Just whatever these guys decide to do every day.
Yeah, I'm pretty nerdy. Well, a lot of the content with these skateboarders is just them skating, obviously, and then drinking and partying and just doing fun shit.
They wear like GoPros and stuff.
No, they have like real good cameras. I'll show you after this. Like, they don't have cell phone videos.
Might have found my new guilty pleasure.
Yeah, we're recording off my phone today because Deanna's phone had a... Uh-oh. What exactly happened?
Oopsie.
It just froze. I tried to restart it and it wouldn't reboot properly, so it was in a boot loop.
A boot loop?
Yeah, that's what it's called. And I reset it to factory settings and it still was frozen.
Oh
So.
man, that's like the fix-all.
I think that's all about, like, that used to be an issue with Pixel phones, and I thought it was over with. And
I think that happened with...
Still affected.
I think that happened with my phone the last time. So, like, my phone died at like 17%. I went to go charge it, and then just kept like turning on, shutting off, turning on, shutting off,
It
turning.
just kept showing like the logo screen with the black back.
Ugh.
Like just blink.
And nowadays you can't take batteries out.
Yeah.
If that was a thing,
man, right?
that was the solution.
That was the solution.
It was.
But now it's just like, oh, you're gonna have to get a new phone.
Oh, you can take it into a repair shop.
Yeah.
They'll do that, but it's like $60 though.
God.
Just because all these new phones are waterproofed and you can't access the back without compromising the.
Well, how about this? The phone, that phone right there that I got, I had it for like a month, and looking back on it, after I got sold that phone, they're like, "You sure you don't want a case or anything?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I fucking cracked it so bad within like 1 month, and I'm so ashamed because I don't want to go back in and be like, okay, I probably should get a case to to prevent further cracks.
So why don't you just go to Best Buy?
Yeah, or Amazon. Just do it online.
Go to Amazon? My
Sorry,
company?
Deliver to yourself.
Deliver it to you. Just find your package in the sorting line.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, that's a mine.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Let me just take it from the line here. Funny enough, I actually do work with a couple people that I used to work with, if that makes sense. So in the warehouse itself, my friend Nick works there, and then an old co-worker from Pizza Hut works there named Sam.
Small world.
It is.
Running into your old coworkers.
It was weird because the other day I'm like grabbing my packages and I hear Tyler Baxter. What the fuck? I'm like, I'm not well known yet. I've only been there for like a month. And then I looked around and...
Did I finally make it?
You guys listen to my podcast? That's what I should have said. You listen to the podcast? No, it was strange because, first of all, I wasn't really fond of that guy to begin with. And then second, it's just weird because it's such a big warehouse that we have to load in at. For him to be there at the right time, to see me at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, small world. Yikesy, yikesy,
Yeah.
yikes.
Funny story. This kid I used to work with at Home Depot recently got a job where I was at the big old data center. Oh man, it didn't change at all.
The one that you guys were helping, the data center you were talking about earlier?
Same place. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I fucked with him hard one day. Spoken to his walkie. I don't even know why they gave him a walkie. He's a pre-apprentice.
Were you not fond of him in the high school or what?
Oh no, I used to work with him at Home Depot in high
gotcha.
school, so he's a good dude. But yeah, I mean, it's just funny that running into your old coworkers at your new job.
Right. It's like I moved
Small
on
world.
past you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this hand. It's like baseball signals. Go ahead, give it to me one more time. Dry. Oh.
What's happening with this band? You kind of
Oh,
diverted from that whole subject.
we're getting there.
Are you?
We're getting there.
Are you?
We're kind of
Because
old.
we're gonna wrap up. You're at 40 minutes.
We
We're at
are.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Are we?
Yeah. You know what? Let's just keep talking off the topic.
Kind of everywhere.
Okay. Go back to your band and what's in the works or what's not in the works.
So basically, a few months ago, our drummer quit on us. It kind of sucked. It was literally the night right before the show we were going to play in Des Moines. That he pretty much quit. I mean, I don't hold anything against him, but the way he did it, it was kind of shitty, you know.
Yeah.
I had to explain to the promoter, since I was the one who set up the show with the promoter, that we had to drop it. And yeah, sucks that we had to drop, but I don't hold anything against him for leaving the band and at that moment.
What are you guys trying to, play? Do you guys have a dates? Well, you guys don't have a date set. What are you guys trying to play, like January, February, March?
We found another drummer, or rather, we didn't find a drummer. Our drummer was there the entire time.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Brian Bratt, he's actually a really good drummer. He's our guitarist, one of our guitarists, and he stepped up and decided to start playing drums for us. And we found another guitarist that's also very talented, Sean Whitlock. Do you know Sean?
No, but the name, like you said, sounds so familiar.
He was in Cicello.
I know
with
that band.
Jace Krajcek.
I know Jace.
Jace,
Well, I don't
okay.
know him personally, but I know of him.
He was in Cicello for a little while.
Matt McClure and Steven were talking about Jace and how good he is at guitar.
He's good.
Maybe I'll
he
have
is
to
good.
talk with that guy. Jeez. How do you say his
Jace?
last name? Krajcek?
I'm pretty sure I got it right, Krajcek.
I'm shocked I got your last name right.
Oh. You're meant for this.
Could be. What's the weirdest pronunciation you've ever heard of your last name? Tlsty?
Oh, there's Tlsty, there's Tlsty, there's Tlsty.
What is the origin of your last name?
It's from Slovakia,
Okay, that's fucking dope.
Eastern Europe. Yeah,
Mine's boring.
white people have weird names too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so going back to your band, you don't have a set date. Unfortunate.
No, we're still trying to work in work in learning the songs, and eventually, hopefully, start writing new songs.
Yeah, I mean that'd be kind of tough to step in for such an established band because you guys have.
In fact, I don't know. We might just call it quits and do one last show. So, one last show is Blessed.
And then new band.
Maybe. I don't know.
You think you'll still play the Blessed stuff though? Under a different name?
You don't know.
So, I guess my question is, I've asked this to a couple other people. You remember the band Woe Is Me? You know Woe Is Me.
It's been a while.
Okay.
Hold on. Woe Is Me.
You know Tyler Carter, Michael Bone.
Make Me Famous?
Close.
Are they related to that band?
Nope, but that's Denis Shaforostov, and I know who you're talking about because Denis Shaforostov.
Oh, the Ukrainian.
Yeah. Okay, so anyhow, Woe Is Me. If a majority of the members who were in the band have left the band, do you think the band should be renamed? They had 7 members and had 4 of the original members leave out of that band, but they still kept the name Woe Is Me. Do you think they should do that or not?
Yes, if they have permission to.
Yeah.
If it's all cool with the members that left.
It's just so hard to think of, like, the band Secrets is the same way.
I mean, if you want to play the same music, the same songs, the same style of
True.
music, then yeah, I can. If you want to do that, then fine, sure. But new members are going to bring new ideas to the table, and it might just be better to start with a clean slate.
Yeah. Like,
rather than forcing, trying to force something with new people.
Yeah, like, Woe Is Me, they came out with multiple albums after Tyler Carter, Michael Bone, and then the 2 brothers left, and it's just like, well, you're not really Woe Is Me anymore. You guys are just like, whoa. Get it? Because Is Me is 4 letters, and they got rid of... No? Like that face? They got rid of 4 members?
Yeah, just trying to force. It would just feel too forced.
Yeah.
So they did end up keeping "Woe Is Me" and all the songs.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel right. Does it make sense?
So then,
See,
yeah,
I've had this conversation with Ty, like stepping in as a vocalist and having to sing somebody else's lyrics just wouldn't feel normal. You know what I mean? Because like those lyrics were that person's expression, so it'd be tough to, I guess, feel what they felt.
exactly.
Like if I was to say, yeah, fuck this bitch who cheated on me, and I'm like, I've never been cheated on. I don't know what that feels like. I can't really vibe with it. That's my only.
So I got to start writing new music.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I was lucky enough that when I joined Blessed, they had already had a bunch of new songs lined up.
So you just jumped in on it.
Just jumped in on it.
Sick. Did you get to write the bass, or do they already have it written?
I got to write it. I mean, they had their original songs where the bass
Yeah.
was already written, so I had to pick those up. But the latest batch of songs that they had, I just jumped in on. It was cool.
What's your favorite song to play?
From the Sky. We have a music video out for it right now, actually.
On YouTube?
Yes.
I'm going to have to
YouTube.
watch it. Let's watch it in just a second.
Okay.
All right. Where can people find Blessed?
Well, we're on Facebook. You can find us in our houses, too. Of course, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. I do believe we have an Instagram.
You have Spotify?
No, unfortunately, we don't.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever looked up Blessed on Spotify.
We should, though. We've never really, I don't know, we're just really easygoing. We do have an EP out. EP that I didn't record. This was back when Chris was playing bass with the band.
Gotcha. Merch?
Merch?
Any
Yes, I think we have a Bandcamp set up.
Bandcamp?
We should have a Bandcamp.
Do you have any merch on you right now?
Unfortunately, I don't.
You're the worst, man. I want to buy some merch off you.
All right, let's go. Come on. Come
Where
on.
we-
We're gonna go to Blake's house.
Where's Blake live?
South O.
Wait, Blake who?
Blake Harlow?
Oh, Blake Harlow. We'll talk about him after this. Let's wrap this up though, because I know Blake, not too personally, but I know him. But anyhow, this was Tim from Blessed Are The Merciless. Let's wrap this up. I think this was a little shorter than usual, but we're gonna keep it at this pace. So, thanks for watching. If you stuck around this long, we appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.